go for Devontre, huh? So good. You're so good. He's doing good. Oh, you look good. You look good. Oh, Sacramento, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. I don't know if I really think that, or it's just because my last show was in Stockton. So you guys, fucking gorgeous, man. Every time I go back there, man, it breaks the record for the most gold teeth I've ever seen. Is that what you're doing with all that stolen catalytic converter money? Stockton? Is that what you're doing on that? I joke, I'm joking. I'm actually from Stockton originally, and that's that's about the reaction it gets whenever, that's how it goes. Some people, I live in LA now, some people have never heard of Stockton. They'll be like, what's Stockton? Like I always tell them, Stockton's like if Compton didn't have rappers. That's where I grew up. I never moved back, I'll tell you that much, but I love going back to visit, right? See my family, that's nice. See my friends, that's nice. They're all still doing cocaine, that's nice, right? It's good to know some things don't change. I don't do cocaine myself, but I do enjoy hanging out with people who recently have. I feel like they're the only ones that are ever really into my ideas. You know? The only ones ever really listening to old Nick up here, you know? I was talking to my buddy once, he was on cocaine, and I knew he was on cocaine because he hadn't blinked in an hour. And, when I told him that, he tried to tell me that he was blinking, just always the exact same time that I was blinking. I was like, I don't think so. I don't have a way of testing that, but I'm pretty sure that's not what's going on here, you know? I kept trying to like half blink to see if he'd bite, he wouldn't bite on it. He wouldn't bite. I drove up here, I drive a really old Toyota. We love old Toyotas. You heard that word. We love old Toyotas. We believe in old Toyotas. More than ourselves, we believe in old Toyotas. People love old Toyotas. Trust everyone here. Throw one on the ballot. See how it does. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. People are like, Trump, Biden, I don't know, 91 Camry. Just throw it on there. See. Just see what it does. We believe in old Toyotas to the point where sometimes I just make up stuff about my old car. People just go with it, you know? People are like, how many miles you got on that thing now? I'm like, man, I got 7 million miles on that car. You believe that? And they just go, yeah, they go forever. They go forever, man. It's because they're very reliable. They are very reliable cars. I remember I took my car in to get an oil change. And when I was done, the guy goes like, all right, buddy, you're done. You're out of here. But just so you know, you need rear differential fluid. You are out of rear differential fluid. And I was like, okay, well, I'm also out of money. So can I come back in like a week? And he was like, yeah, okay, come back in a week, but you need to come back in a week because you are out of rear differential fluid. And guys, that was 6 years ago. It was 6 years ago when that story, I still don't know what rear differential fluid is. My car goes backwards. I don't know if that's what he meant, but reversed on out of there. It was totally fine. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm 38 and I work in customer service, so I'm ready to die. That's how I feel about it. I drive. I work for a coffee and beer company, and I deliver coffee and beer all over Los Angeles. My job title is, I think, American fucking hero. I like being on the road, though. I like being on the road because I used to work in a coffee and juice bar. And I used to take the orders, and I hated it. I hated it so much. I hated taking everybody's orders. I remember once I was taking the orders, and this old woman got in my line, like a really old woman, like she wasn't the first woman ever, but like maybe she knew her. You know, like a really old lady got in my line, and she comes over, and she's like, yeah, excuse me, and I go, what? She's like, can I help you? Oh, what? You know, so I started leaning in, you know, I started getting closer to her, and then she starts leaning in, she's getting closer to me, and we're getting closer and closer, and I'm like, what? And she coughed in my mouth. And yeah, that's how I felt. Yeah, and then she's like, can I have, I'm like, oh, no, we're not going back to your order. This is a different relationship now. All right, we're not the same people we were 10 seconds ago, okay? You don't get to cough some 3,000-year-old Egyptian curse into my mouth and start talking about lattes. Or I saw a scarab come out of there, lady. What's your game? You just start getting like real young again all of a sudden, you know? And I start getting real old real fast. I gotta find a young person and cough into their mouth. I'm not doing it. It's dying with me. I had some kind of weird happening the other day. My dad accidentally called me dad. It's like, I told my mom, she was like, yeah, he's always been bad with names. No one's that bad with names. No one's that bad. But he was so bad with a name, you give him a whole different position in your family, you know? As, I've never done that. My dad, as he's gotten older, he's developed a bit of a drinking problem, and I make a lot of jokes about it, but it is tearing us apart. The thing about it is I also like to drink, so like half the time I want to try to talk to him about it, we just end up hanging out, you know? Like I try to ask him the day, I go, hey Dad, what is it? What are you doing? He's like, well, I usually start drinking beers about 11 o'clock in the morning. I do that till about 6, and I start doing shots of whiskey. I just watch movies on my iPad till I pass out. I do that just about every day. And I was like, all right, now that does sound pretty tight. I'm not gonna lie, but Mom told me to tell you can't do that no more, okay, Dad? Anyways, that's my time, guys. Thank you guys so much.